Hi friends, this is Diamond Painting Dude. My name is Ryan, and welcome to my table. So, I got some good news, and I'd like your feedback on it while I'm trying to do everything here. I want to get you the best view I can. So yeah, I got a new phone, which means I got a new camera. And the phone that I got seems to be a whole hell of a lot better than my iPhone's camera. And I got it pretty cheap. I didn't pay anything for it. I had to buy a service card through Straight Talk, but they had a promo that if you bought a silver service card, you would get the phone for free. And I took advantage of that because I kept running out of memory, and I ended up having to bring this phone in to Walmart and have them figure it all out for me, which they did. But it was just inevitable that it was gonna happen again. I'm not a techie person. I'm not an organized person. I yeah, it is what it is. But this one takes a mini SD card. I think it's a mini. It's a small one. Has a little drawer, and you pop it out with a pin, and I'll get a mini SD card, and then I'll have all sorts of memory and not have to worry about recording anymore. But let me know how the video looks compared to, compared to my other videos. I'd like, I'll be able to see it too, but I still would like your opinion. Pardon me. So yeah, there's that. Starting to feel a little bit better. I was on the cliff of starting a pretty intense flare up with my fibromyalgia. I only work like 4 to 5 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and that seems to be my sweet spot where I can kind of stay out of the flare up portion of this thing that I deal with. But during Christmas, it's very hard to do that. My department is kind of a one-man show. I do have a helper, and I'm thankful for him. But I kind of deal with the customers and try to make sure everything's situated. And we got usually I tell the customer, I give enough time that I give them enough time where I eventually my goal is to give it to them early. So in turn, I don't feel stressed because I have to get an order done in a time frame that I'm not sure is possible. And the customer is happy because they're expecting it later than they did get it. But we have a regular customer that called in and wanted 105 wooden crates made, and I had to kind of squeeze them in. That's really an account that I don't want to mess up, you know. I don't bring in a lot of money as it is for the company. So I need to bring it in when I can. So we took on the order, and I had an order that was due on Friday for our local radio station. And I'm gonna get the dates confused, but it don't matter. The day before Thursday, I pulled a 10-hour day. I was there from 7:30 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night, and then Friday came, and sorry, I don't know. Part of me thinks I'm getting the dates wrong, but I'm sure you don't care. And so anyway, back to the point. So I did a 10-hour day, and then the day they were due, Friday, I was just bad. My brain wasn't working. My body was hurting. When I know it's starting to get bad, like my skin hurts when things touch it. And that's what it was getting to. It was like just the neck on my shirt irritated me, and it was starting to be painful, and then it was irritating my neck, which threw my Tourette's tics into like overdrive. So one of my main tics is I like flick my head, and I like stretch it, and then I start to get anxiety, and it gets worse, and then my muscles turn to rocks, and yeah, it's not fun. And so my boss came in, and she could tell that I wasn't doing too good, and she was like, Ryan, she's like, I'm pretty sure that their party isn't until next week, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, they'll take what you got, and then you can come in on Monday and finish the order. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna stay till 2, because that would have been 8 hours, and I don't know. I don't like to just leave things sit. I'm a procrastinator that comes with the ADHD, and I can make magic happen in the last minute, and I'll push myself until I can't anymore. So, but I said whatever I got done at 2, I'll deliver. And then in between that, I emailed him, and I got the okay, that he was fine with that. And my boss was correct. The party where they were, it's an order. I was making these bedside, like, I call them a butler station. So it has like some areas where you could put like your phone, a pen, whatever else you wanted to put on there, and then you could like hang your watch on there, a necklace or a bracelet, and then a little area for you can put your phone on it. Honestly, it's something I would never use, and if my company gave me it, it would probably just go garbage. But anyway, probably too much information, but So I went and I dropped that off, and I came in today and I finished it, and I left at 11:30, and I was like, I will be back in tomorrow. So I laid down a little while, took a little nap, and now I feel like I'm okay. I can do some diamond painting, and I know I haven't been on in a little bit to do a WIP N chat. Partly because my brain's not really working too well, but seems to be okay right now. So yeah, so that's my work. I don't know what else to talk about. I know there's stuff that's like so yeah, I got the new phone, so I have a new camera. And I think my mom's buying me a laptop for Christmas because I got my bonus, and I was talking to her, and I'm like, I'm going to go Walmart and check out their laptops and see what I can get. And she's like, I don't know. She makes it kind of, this is why I think of it. And she's like, no, you need to wait, because they're going to go on like major sale after Christmas. And I'm like, well, it's on sale right now. It's like half off the one I was looking at. She's like, no, you still need to wait. So I'm like, fine, I guess. And then I get a text message from my sister, and she's like, they're going to go on sale after Christmas, Ryan. And I'm like, I said, is mom buying me a computer? I just said it. Because it's like, this is fishy. This isn't how my family communicates with me. And she writes back to me, and she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, that's some BS. Sorry, I'm eating a little piece of chocolate that I got from Marshall's. It's a Dubai chocolate bonbon. And I've never tried the Dubai chocolate because it's normally like, oh my god, they had one at the gas station. It was $20 for a candy bar. I don't like chocolate that much. But this little bag of bonbons, or what are they called? This little bag of these was only, sorry, I gotta take that. That's another story I'll tell you. BRB. Alright, I'm back. That wasn't the post office. And I put on some Christmas music. So, well, I forgot what I was saying before I got the phone call. But I do know I said I had a story about why I was getting the phone call. So, I had an order that was coming in from Forever Young. And I got notification that it was delivered. It wasn't delivered. They said it was delivered on my porch, and I have a camera out there. I actually have two. And so, excuse me again. So I called the post office early this morning because Forever 21, they were like, so I messaged them. I said, hey, it said my package was delivered, but it wasn't. And I told him, I said, there's nobody that came on my porch. It wasn't on the cameras. So I don't know what to do. So I told him, I said, the tracking that was on my order on my account was for someone that wasn't in the US. So they ship it, and then they, like, the post office will get it, and then the post office writes up a tracking for the post office. Well, that tracking number wasn't given to me. Like, when I order from Temu like gives you, as soon as it's transferred to America, then they put the American tracking number on the order. Well, Forever Young didn't do that, or Shop didn't do it. Someone didn't do it. So all I had was the code for the Chinese company. So I told them, I said, I don't have the tracking number that they'll be able to, like, do anything about it. So they gave me the tracking number for the post office, and I called them this morning, and the lady seemed very tired. And she was like, I will call you back after, I got to do this and I got to do that. And then after this Zoom meeting, then I'll give you a call. Well, I left work at 11:30. I went and I dropped off those Butler sets, and then afterwards I was like, well, they still haven't called me. I'm out and about, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna drop in there and I'm gonna ask. So I dropped in there, and she took my number and my name and my address, and she said that they were gonna do some sort of tracking. I forget what she calls it. GB. I'll think about it. But she was gonna do some sort of geo-tracking. I don't know. And then she was gonna talk to the letter carrier and give me a call back. Well, it's 4:30 right now, and I still haven't gotten a call. And I called right before starting this video, and no answer. So it's frustrating because I ordered these. They're like angels in, like, gothic dark angels. One of them's a good angel. And the other one's more gothic. It's hard to describe them. They're just pixel art. They're smaller. I'm gonna embellish them, and I talked to the people at Forever Young, and they actually threw in some special drills for me for free. And I want my package. I've been waiting like a month for it. So we'll see how this transpires. I don't live in a huge community, and I'm in a trailer park. So, normally I'm like right across from I'm right across the road from our, like, mailbox box where they put out, like, everybody's their mail. So they always drop my packages off on my porch whenever I get a package. So I don't know if they gave it to a neighbor. You would think the neighbor would bring it to me. But anyway, stay tuned. We'll see what the finished story, what goes on there. Alright, I think I'm done with this color for now. So this is my progress on Nicholas Snow, my little dragon, for Holidays with Friends, which is being put on by Diamond Art Emporium. And I have to have a 40 by 40 area, or the equivalent of a 40 by 40 area, done by the 1st, or December 31st. That's when we have our like drawing for prizes and everything, and I to be included in that. So I'm about 49% done. So I'm gonna be busting butt for this week, all my free time. But I'll give you a little show, the best I can. And then I won't take you up any more of your time. I think I gave you a little, unless I think of something else to say, but this new phone and new camera has so much to learn. So I think I can just press like, that's as far as out as I can go. That seems pretty good. So I'll just turn it around so it's not sideways. And, so I don't have his head done. I think I'm off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so I think Christmas Eve I'm gonna do a time lapse of that. I did start a time lapse of over here. So I'll get that. I want to fill in more before I upload that. But it's coming out pretty. It's going to be very nice. There you go. Let you take it in. He's looking pretty good. I almost got the tail done. I have a few stragglers over here. I've been filling it in as I go. I was kind of hyper focused on him, and I was getting frustrated. I'm like, ugh. So I forced myself to start doing all of this over here. And then as I go, I just kind of scan to see what I got here. And then at the end, I'll fill it in. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. So hit that like button for me. And if you're new here and you stayed the whole time, thank you. And I think you deserve to be part of the Dude family. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell, and that'll tell you when I upload some new content. And yeah, so thank you for visiting, and I'll see you at the table again shortly. Merry Christmas, y'all. If I don't, well, I think I'll get another video in before Christmas. So, but anyway, Merry Christmas.